Subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon so you never miss any video from my channel.
Yo! What up, LCameraTV? Make sure you like, subscribe, and share cool things like Facebook and Reddit and Instagram and wherever else. And guys, don't forget to hit the bell notification, man. Hit the bell icon so you never miss a video. I upload randomly, so definitely hit the bell notification, man. When you see the squiggly lines, you know you have been notified. And check this out, guys. This was going on recently, man. Somebody was in my comment section and it was like, hey, man, what about the other teams in our division, man? So I decided to change it up a little bit and talk about the other teams in our division and how, you know, who I think is the biggest threat to the Carolina Panthers to win the division. And me personally, like, I'm going to go least to most biggest threat. So we got a lot to talk about. We're definitely going to break down the three teams in our division. So let's get started. So the first team I'm going to talk about is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And I'm pretty sure all y'all knew I was going here first because let's be honest, Tampa Bay is dysfunctional. Now, mind you, they have a lot of weapons on offense. You know, they got the O.J. Howards, the Sean Jacksons, the Mike Evans. You know what I'm saying? They even got this Ronald Jones running back. But Ronald Jones seems like he's been having a bad preseason, and they're talking about, you know, he's been sucking it up basically. The Duggernaut has not been doing much, whatever, and I don't know if he's still on the team. Deshaun Jackson, I think, is still a good player, but he just doesn't have a quarterback that's going to get him the ball, whatever. And Mike Evans, he's a good player too, but he drops passes sometimes. So offensively, you know, and they haven't figured out how to get O.J. Howard involved or whatever. So for me, offensively, they have weapons, they just don't know how to use them. I think Dirk Cutter has a problem. Like, I don't know, he doesn't know how to utilize what he has. And plus, the most important part of this is their quarterback is completely dysfunctional, man. Jameis Winston's stay getting into trouble. I mean, they're talking about, you know, maybe when he comes back, he'll be a backup, you know, to I think Ryan Fitzpatrick. So their quarterback situation is completely in flux. It's very dysfunctional. They don't know what they're going to do at quarterback. And I wouldn't be surprised if they draft another quarterback soon because Jameis keep on getting into trouble. And conversely, their defense, it's nothing to be afraid of, man. Vernon Hargreaves don't look like he's panned out well. He hasn't been doing much either way. Brent Grimes don't seem that great. I mean, their whole team is just, you know, I think they have high draft picks, but it doesn't seem like they're panning out the way they thought it would be. So for me, Tampa Bay definitely has to be number 3. They're not living up to the billing. I remember, like, you know, last year I thought they were actually going to be, I thought they were going to do some things, you know what I'm saying, because of O.J. Howard and Mike Evans and Sean Jackson and all that stuff like that. I was like, you know, and their O-line, I mean, they even got like Marpet, who's pretty good. So they got some good O-linemen too, but, you know, it just never came together correctly. And I'm pretty sure Dirk Cutter's on the hot seat. You know, if he doesn't do good this year, he probably gets fired. I'm pretty sure Jameis Winston, they're ready to wash their hands with this guy because, you know, you got the crab legs and you got the you know, supposed rape and all this other stuff, or groping, whatever, sexual assault, whatever it's called. So they're looking at him like, you know, we don't know if we even want to keep you. So the whole organization is in flux, and it's been in flux for a while now. So they got to be the weakest link, you know, as far as the division goes. You know, the other 3 teams in the division, including ours, are very good. They actually, you know, now mind you, our organization kind of was in flux for a little while too. But, you know, it's definitely not as bad as Tampa Bay's situation. Tampa Bay seems like they don't know who's going to be their quarterback. They don't know, you know, who's going to be their running back. You know, they don't know what their defense is going to do. They don't know what their head coach is going to be. It just seems like there's a lot of turmoil, and I wouldn't be surprised if they blow the whole thing up, man, because without a quarterback, man, you're in a bad situation. And that means you got to lose a lot of games to get one of these top quarterbacks. I'm just saying. Now, number 2 is, let's see if you can guess it. Yep, the Atlanta Falcons. And the Atlanta Falcons, to be honest with you, probably have the best roster of all, you know, almost every team in the division. Like, I think they probably have the best roster out of every team in our division. That's me just being honest. But the reason why I can't give them the most threatening to the Carolina Panthers is because they're dysfunctional also, man. I'm going to be honest with you. They got Devontae Freeman. They got Devin Coleman, who are ballers. You got Julio Jones, one of the best receivers in the league. You got Mohamed Sanu, who's a very good number 2 receiver. And then you just added Calvin Ridley. Your line, you got Alex Mack, who's a Pro Bowler from Cleveland. You got, you got Jake Matthews. You got a lot of good players. In your defense, you got Keanu O'Neal, who's looking like a steal. You got, Grady Jarrett, who's looking like a, baller. Like, there's They got Deion Jones. They got so many good players on their team. But to be honest with you guys, man, Matt Ryan's holding these guys back. And there's no else I can say. Like, Matt Ryan has so many weapons, so much, you know, he has like a all-around good team. He literally has O-line, receivers, running backs, and a good young defense. And he still hasn't performed, man. And it's not Julio. Julio's catching passes. I mean, there was a time whenever I see Matt Ryan basically throw a ball straight to the linebacker. Julio jumped over the guy's back, caught the ball, and then like got tackled. Like, I mean, Matt Ryan, and I'm not, you know, he's a good quarterback. I mean, he's good, but he's not a great quarterback. He's not going to be a quarterback that's going to win you playoff games and win you championships. I mean, obviously, you know, they were in the Super Bowl. They had a huge lead, and they blew it. So, and that itself is very, like, disheartening. So I don't see them, you know, like I said, they have probably the best roster in our division, but they just don't know how to use it right, man. It's like giving a bazooka to a baby, man. They don't know how to do, you know, what they need to do, because if they're smart, like, I mean, obviously with Kyle Shanahan, they knew what they was doing, you know, but now Steve Sarkisian, he's not meshing with Matt Ryan well, and Matt Ryan in general is not looking that great. So I don't think, you know, I have to put him in the number, you know, saying the second biggest threat to us, you know, because, you know, they just, like I said, it's like giving a bazooka to a baby, man. They don't know what they're doing. I mean, Julio, I know Julio's upset. I mean, he obviously, you know, he wants a new contract, and it's just like you paying Matt Ryan all this money, man, and they're kind of like in quarterback purgatory, because they don't want to get rid of Matt Ryan because he's been productive for them and been producing, but he hasn't really won any like playoff games really, or did anything as far as playoff wise that much. You know what I'm saying? Besides that one Super Bowl run, he really hasn't. He's been in the league for a while now, so they don't want to get rid of him because he hasn't been producing. But I'm pretty sure they know that he's not the guy to take them over the top. So in that situation, what do? Do you just, you know, get rid of your quarterback and start all over with a young quarterback? That's not a good idea, because you're probably going to, you know, lose out on a lot of players. A lot of players, you know, prime is going to be, you know, dwindled away. But you know Matt Ryan's not really the answer. So that's how I feel about that situation. I don't see Matt Ryan as the answer, but I feel like they have to pay him, because what else are they going to do? Have no quarterback and go like 4-12? Obviously not. So they're stuck in quarterback purgatory, man. The most threatening team is the New Orleans Saints. And to be honest with you, man, there's only one real reason why I say this. This is because of Drew Brees. Like, I don't really like Drew Brees. Obviously, he's been a thorn in our side for a while now, but let's just talk about the other positions. You know, you got Alvin Kamara, who looks like a baller. He definitely looks like a baller. You got Mark Ingram, which is the bruiser. He's a pretty good running back. Their O-line, they spent, you know, first-round draft pick after first-round draft pick. You know, Andres Pete, Ryan Ramczyk. They definitely solidified their O-line, so their O-line is pretty good. But he also got Michael Thomas, who's, you know, a pretty good player. You know, he's definitely been, you know, one of the most productive receivers since he came in the league. You know, you got, obviously, you know, they just drafted another receiver in Traquan Smith. And, you know, they poached Ted Ginn from us. So they definitely have some receiving options. But just in general, like, Drew Brees is, he's the man, man. I'm not going to lie, man. You know, he's definitely, like, him and Matt Ryan are our only difference really between, because obviously the Saints have a much improved defense. Cameron Jordan, you know, obviously, you know, made a fool of Cam Newton and Matt Khalil in general when they was playing us the 3 times last year. You got Marshawn Lattimore, who's been playing lights out. Even their safety that everybody's been bagging on because he, you know, missed the tackle. He's a pretty good safety, you know. So they have a very good team all around. Obviously, they poached A.J. Klein from us too. But, you know, they have a very good team overall. But what really takes that team over the top is Drew Brees. Now, mind you, Drew Brees, you know, throwing all day and stuff like that, whatever, is not going to win them games. But now they have an effective run game and an effective O-line to complement Drew Brees. He's a very good player, man. Very good player. You know, gets 5,000 yards seasons all the time. You know, he's just been dominant basically his whole, you know, not his whole career, but his whole career with the Saints, if anything. So, you know, Drew Brees is literally, like, I feel like if you swap Drew Brees and Matt Ryan's team, if you just take Drew Brees and put him on the Falcons and you take Matt Ryan and throw him on the Saints, Drew Brees would probably win 2 championships over there with the Falcons because their roster is so good. But the difference is Matt Ryan or Matty Ice is what they call him. He's not living up to the billing, man, and Drew Brees definitely is. So the biggest obstacle in our way is the Saints. Like I said, they beat us 3 times last year. I don't think that's happening this year, especially with Taylor Moton on the roster, man. But they have to be the biggest obstacle. I mean, they just, like I said, you know, and this would be a good time because obviously Mark Ingram he's suspended for 4 games. I don't think Alvin Kamara is going to be, you know, what people think he's going to be. So I think they could be vulnerable this year. But like I said, they have to be our biggest threat because of what they did last year. And plus, anytime you got Drew Brees on your field, you're a pretty dangerous team. Well, that's it for me, guys. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share some show cool things like Facebook and Reddit and Instagram and wherever else. And guys, don't forget to hit the bell notification, man. Hit the bell icon so you never miss a video. I upload randomly and at any time. And I definitely don't want y'all to miss it, man, because I know y'all love the LCameraTV, you know, content. Y'all already know what it is. So hit the bell notification. When you see the squiggly lines around the bell, you know you have been notified. And get in the comment section, man. Let me know who you think is the biggest deterrent to the Carolina Panthers for winning the division. I see it as the Saints because I think Drew Brees is definitely the biggest obstacle that we have to face. But let me know in the comment section. Tell me why it could be somebody else. Y'all already know what it is. Check out the apparel, LCameraTV shirts, hats, mugs, all types of cool things. That link is in the description below. Show that you're rocking the LCameraTV, man. I want to do another giveaway. I'll figure out the details to that, whatever. Maybe after the first game, I don't know. I'll figure it out. But definitely want to do another giveaway, man, so I can rock with y'all, man, because I thought the first one was pretty fun. I know you guys liked it, so definitely want to be on the lookout for that. You know what I'm saying? Check out the Patreon page. That link is in the description below too. Exclusive content, blue reels, skits, shout-outs, all kinds of cool stuff, man. Check out the Patreon page. Y'all already know what it is. Check out my dog Renan, Esteme's page, whatever. It's at the end screen of my page, basically the very end of my page. Very funny dude, very talented. I plan on doing more work with him, you know what I'm saying? I do, you know, as much as I love my Panther videos, and I do Panther videos, I also do, you know, poetry. I do, you know, skit videos, comedy skit videos. I do a bunch of cool things. I talk about anime for all my anime lovers out there. So definitely check out the other content, man, because I think you guys will really enjoy it. Share it with all the Panther family, everybody Panther related, anybody Panther family, anybody NFC South division, anybody anywhere, anybody NFL related, man. Share with all of them, man. Let them know that Panther Nation out here, and I want to hear their opinion on, you know, why they think their team will beat the Panthers, which is obviously a lie. But whatever, you know what I'm saying. Share with all the NFL fans, share with all the Panther fans, share with all the NFC South fans, you know what I'm saying. Let them know what it is. Panther Nation rocking with LCameraTV and LCameraTV rocking with Panther Nation. Thank y'all for everything y'all do. Thank y'all for all that stuff, man. Like I said, check out the other content, you know what I'm saying. Check out my dog Renan videos, man. And thank y'all for everything, man. And I'll see y'all next time.